Joining me now is Democratic Congressman and chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, Congressman Horsford of Nevada. Welcome to you, sir. I appreciate you coming in today. First off, let's just get right to it. Would you support a motion to vacate if it's brought to the floor?
Well, first, let me extend my condolences and remembrance. Today is the anniversary of the 1 October shooting, which was the largest mass shooting in Las Vegas and the largest mass shooting in U.S. history. And so the survivors, the families are still grappling with the loss of their loved ones and the impact to their lives. And we will never forget. And I wanted to start off by remembering.
Absolutely. Very harrowing. Gun violence is something that is gripping this country. And I know it is an issue that you and the caucus are focused on.
Absolutely. Now, to the issue of vacating the chair. Look, Kevin McCarthy has already vacated the chair. The leader of the House of Representatives, the next speaker, is Hakeem Jeffries. Why do I say that? Because he's responsible for delivering more votes to avert this extreme MAGA Republican shutdown. He delivered more votes during the fiscal cliff fiasco that was caused, again, by extreme MAGA Republicans. Kevin McCarthy never cared about the American people or their priorities, and it's been Leader Jeffries who has delivered time and again. So the gavel has already been turned over, and it's been turned over to Hakeem Jeffries, who will be the next speaker.
So just as a matter of formality, right? Technically, Hakeem Jeffries is the minority leader. He's the leader of the Democratic caucus, and the Democrats do not have the majority in the House of Representatives. And so if Speaker McCarthy still has the gavel. So if a motion to vacate does come to the floor, are you saying that you yourself or even members of the Congressional Black Caucus would vote to oust him? Because for people out there, it's not whether it's a vote for Hakeem Jeffries or a vote for Speaker McCarthy. If a motion to vacate comes to the floor, it's like, do you support a vacate or no?
Well, first, Matt Gaetz is exhausting. I've said this time and again. He has used the House of Representatives and his extreme positions to divide our country on everything. And I think Kevin McCarthy can now agree. Matt Gaetz is exhausting. I'm going to follow my leader because he is the leader, not just of the Democrats, because he is the one who is keeping our country together. Not only is this about millions of Americans who are going to continue to get their paychecks, this is about women who have been worried about the criminalizing of reproductive health care. This is about Title I schools that were on the chopping block. This is about extreme Republicans who wanted to cut 70% of funding from programs like the LIHEAP program, which provides heating to low-income seniors, or cutting programs for nutrition for children and seniors. Outside of the personalities of Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene, there are real issues. They're not serious. Kevin McCarthy's not serious. It's the Democrats who continue to deliver, and it's Hakeem Jeffries who's leading our caucus towards these victories.
I will just remind people out there that you're absolutely right. I mean, 209 Democrats voted for this continuing resolution yesterday. And just do the math, honey. There are not enough. There are 335 people total, 209 Democrats. You do the math. It looks like Democrats brought it over the hump. We will be watching what is happening. I know Congress is coming back, on Monday? You all are?
Sadly, we're back.
Well, actually, you're here.
We didn't get to go home. Yes. I wanted to be in Las Vegas for the 1 October remembrance and for other activities with my constituents. But we're here because Republicans have failed to do their job all year. They just rammed through 3 of the 12 appropriations bills. But because of that, we still have 9 more bills to get through in order to fund the rest of the federal budget, which I hope we'll be able to come together and find a bipartisan vote to do.
So what happens 45 days from now? Are we going to be right back here in this position?
If Kevin McCarthy continues to concede the gavel to the extreme faction like he's done, sadly, we will likely be there once again.
But
if he works with Leader Jeffries, I think we'll continue to deliver for the American people.
I want to switch gears, sir, and talk to you about a letter that you and the Congressional Black Caucus put out today in support of Congresswoman Barbara Lee to fill the vacancy in the United States Senate created by Senator Feinstein's passing. Now, Governor Gavin Newsom has been very clear. He said early on that he would appoint a black woman, and then he got even a little more clear, I guess, and said that, well, he's not going to appoint a black woman that wants to run for the seat. So essentially, he would make a lame duck appointment. Why did you and the caucus feel it was necessary to put that letter out today? And what's your message to Governor Newsom?
Well, first of all, it wasn't just a letter. I've spoken to the governor both in person and by phone several times over the last few months, weeks, and days. In addition to that, this is bigger than any one person. I believe, and the majority of the Congressional Black Caucus believe, the most qualified person on day one to fulfill the legacy of Senator Dianne Feinstein is none other than Congresswoman Barbara Lee. She has the foreign affairs experience. She has the budget experience at a time when cuts to every program that helps working people and families is under assault. She has the experience when it comes to fighting for social and economic justice and women's rights. And at a time when all of our rights are under attack, we need the most prepared person to help us in the Senate. The Senate is only a 50-50, 51-seat majority, and we need every one of those senators to do right and to go to battle every single day, and Barbara Lee is prepared to do that. So we've implored Governor Newsom.
And what has the governor said in response? Because publicly he's saying he's not going to appoint someone that's running.
Well, what I've asked is for the governor to reconsider public statements that may or may not be exactly what he has intended, and to do what is right based on the legacy, the longstanding legacy that he has upheld prior to this. Governor Newsom has delivered for the people of California. We're asking him to understand the moment of this appointment, not only for the people of California, but for the people of the United States, and yes, our very democracy that depends on the person that we put into this position.
I would argue black women are definitely watching. Chairman Horsford, thank you so much for coming in today. We really appreciate you. And, you know, if anything pops off, you just call us and come on back. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Symone.
Thank you.